The Survive a Month poverty simulation is a chance for people to have at least some experience with the everyday activities of people in poverty. The purpose of it is to sensitize participants with the experiences there, and we do that by simulating a month in poverty in 4 15-minute weeks. People are gathered together rather unofficially as they enter to be paired up with different families. And there are 26 families that participate through the process of the 4 15-minute weeks. The different families are based on real-life experiences and average statistics that affect people that live on low income. Some profile groups are of single seniors living alone who are struggling through day-to-day experiences. Others are families who are recently divorced, have been recently unemployed. And their purpose, their main task is to do the things that all families have to do on a day-to-day, month-to-month basis in terms of keeping the home secured, paying all the bills, feeding the kids, etc., etc. And to do that, they go around by seeing the variety of community resources that are also simulated all around the edges of the room that range from community action agencies and social services agencies to banks, pawnbrokers, and quick cash operators. The main thing that people are trying to figure out is, with limited time and limited resources, how do we make priorities when every single thing that they have to accomplish is a must in terms of those priorities. So it gives people the actual experience of having to figure out, how do I get the kids to school on time, get myself to work, but then also at the same time go to make sure that I have all the money that I need to pay for food, to make sure that my home is secure, my apartment rent is paid, or my mortgage is paid, my utilities are on, and making those priorities top shelf when all of them are top shelf is the main experience that people have in the simulation. One of the things that we do on our simulated weekends is our co-director, Diane Emling, goes around with luck of the draw cards, which represent the unexpected situations that people run into in life that we all have to deal with. And those things run into deaths in the family, child is ill, the sorts of things that normally that everybody has to deal with as family members and as family units. But in the simulation, where time and money are extra resources and extra constraints, these everyday experiences become that much more difficult and even unexpected throughout the course of the simulation.
We were a family of 3. My mother-in-law in this scenario was disabled and living with us. We worked hard, but still resources really weren't enough to make ends meet. It was a very eye-opening experience.
I wasn't paid a lot. I'd go to work, I'd come home, I'd cash the money, and my girlfriend the entire time, with her little 1-year-old, was running around trying to get a job. She tried to do all this other stuff, and the only thing I was doing was giving her the money and going to work and going back and forth from work.
I was unable to get a job, so by the end of the month we were down to $28, but we had no debt. We were okay because we got the help for the first month to pay the rent. But come the second month, yeah, we would have been in the same position we were before.
Priorities was so hard. That was probably the hardest thing. At first it was, our house had been paid, the payment had been made, but then, we thought we had a lot more than we really did. We thought we could go to the pawn shop and we would get, the value of what our rings or whatever we were given. And when we went to the pawn shop, we didn't get it. They said, oh, we had $400 worth of stuff, and they said, we'll give you $75.
My purse was stolen and I lost all of our ID. We could not find time between having the kids because they were so little. We couldn't leave them at home. We only had one vehicle. So there was some trials and tribulations getting to all the places that we had to get to pay bills and meet the needs that we needed to every month.
I had a job and I was only making $6.50 an hour, which was less than minimum wage. I had to pay child support for another child that wasn't residing with us and just trying to make all the ends meet. And then my girlfriend was trying to find a job, but we got a 1-year-old. Trying to get daycare was like $100 a week, and in terms of our expenses, they exceeded what we was bringing in.
Deciding what to pay, what was priority, whether it was important to go to work. I ended up not going and I lost my job, so stuff like that was hard to choose.
I'm a member of Progress Village, which is a group that tries to help people in poverty get out of it or give them resources. What I loved about this group is I saw that a lot of people were not aware of what goes on in the world of poverty. A lot of them, I think, realize that the money does not go that far when they're given just a little bit.
Afterward, we get together and we share ideas and experiences during a debrief period. One thing that's been so great about this is that everybody gets the sense that they now know more about what the day-to-day life experiences really are. The experience provides an emotional hook that moves people in a way that simple statistics and teaching can't do.